Hi children, how are you? Hope you're all doing good, right? Very good, super. Okay then, in last two sessions what did we see? Have you remember? Shall I recall? Okay then. So in last two sessions we saw about our chapter 1 inside the football, right? In this chapter, what did we see? We see about the sources of food and components of food, right? Where does we get our food? We get our food from plants and animals. Okay, plants are producers and animals are consumers. Then what are the components? The important nutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Right? Very good. In these, what did we saw? We saw about carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Fine. We saw carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. What is carbohydrates? It produces instant energy and its sources are starch-rich food and sugar products, right? So we saw about the test for carbohydrates and fat. It provides energy and the sources are all edible oils, nuts, eggs, milk and milk products. It is termed as long-term energy since it's stored inside our body as and when required it will get utilized. Right? Over consuming leads to obesity. Then we saw about proteins. Proteins helps in the growth of our body. Okay, protein helps in growth of our body, human body. Okay, so it is known as bodybuilding nutrients. What is it known as? It is known as bodybuilding nutrients. Okay, so what are the sources? Groundnuts, almonds, beans, milk, cheese, eggs, meat, etc. Right? So then we saw about vitamins. Vitamins does not produce energy, but it will be required in small quantities. Okay, for the proper functioning of our body. And we saw about different vitamins. What are the vitamins? Vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, and their functions and their sources. We saw about that, right? So after that we saw about minerals. These are inorganic salts and also required in small quantities, right? The food items, it can be obtained from various food items and natural resources. What are the natural resources? Rocks and shells. Some of the minerals are iron, calcium, potassium, iodine, etc. And we saw about the various minerals, their functions and their sources of food, right? Super. So now in this session we are going to see about the remaining topics. Before going to the session, let's do some exercise, children. Okay? Very good. So close your eyes. Stay calm. Be relaxed. Fine. Take a deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out slowly. Again, breathe in, breathe out. Once again, breathe in, breathe out. Very good, children. Now, slowly open your eyes. Fine. Are you feeling fresh now? Shall we start our lesson? Very good. So children, in this session we are going to see about dietary fiber. Dietary fibers, we got these fibers from vegetables, fruits and whole grain pulses. Right. we got this fiber from vegetables, fruits, and whole grain fibers. They do not provide any nutrients, right? It is used to get rid of undigested waste. What does it help for? It helps to get rid of undigested waste. Okay, where does we get this fiber? We got this fiber from vegetables, fruits, and whole grain pulses. It does not provide any nutrients. It is simply helps to get rid of undigested waste, right? So it is said to form of roughage. What is it called? It is called as roughage, right? So dietary fibers, they simply a fiber which can be get from vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. These fibers does not produce any nutrients, right? Simply they helps us to get rid of undigested waste. Okay, so these fibers called as also known as roughage. Okay, what does it term? Roughage, right? Okay, fine. So next we are going to see about water. Water, you all know about water na? Water is a essential thing for our life. It plays a important role, right, in the excretion of body and maintaining our diet and maintaining our weight too. Correct. So it plays a important role for a healthy life. Okay. So water is essential for life. Essential for life. Then it is helpful for our body to maintain our, that is, balance our weight. Okay. It and also it maintains our body temperature. Right. So these are the points that are related to the water. What are those points? It is essential for life and 2/3 of our body weight is water. Okay, our body weight majorly consists of water. Okay, it also maintains body temperature. Okay, then it is needed for excretion of body waste. Water plays important role in the excretion process. Okay, then it helps in transportation of nutrients to various parts of our body. Okay, the sources of water are water, milk, and tea. Not only these foods, all fruits and vegetables are also contain large quantities of water. So only we have to drink more water during our daytime. Okay, so hereafter children, you have to drink more water to maintain your healthy body, right? Okay, very good. So next we are going to see about balanced diet. Balanced diet in sense we have to eat the food that are balanced in all nutrients. That is, the food we are eating must have the all nutrients in correct proportion so that we can gain correct nutrients in correct proportion. Okay, so that we can maintain a healthy body. This is called balanced diet. What does it mean? The food we are eating should contain all the nutrients in correct proportion so that we can stay healthy and energetic. This is called balanced diet. Okay, so next we are going to see about food pyramid. Food pyramid means it is a pyramid shaped structure which determines what food we have to eat in what proportion. Right? Could you understand? It determines or it shows how we have to eat the food in correct proportion. Like that, shall we see the structure? Okay, children. Now see the food pyramid in this at the base. in this triangle, in this pyramid triangle, at the base there are number of vegetables, cereals, pulses like that have or present, right? So we must consume those food items in large amount. Okay, above that there will be some vegetables. These must be consumed in little amount, right? These must be consumed in little amount. Above that there will be mutton, chicken, all non-veg items, oily items, etc. These must be consumed in less amount. Okay, and above that there will be a junk food. These must be consumed in very little amount, very little amount. So this is how we have to consume a food item so that we can stay healthy. This represents the food pyramid. Okay, food pyramid is a pyramid shaped structure which describes about how we have to eat our food item. Okay children, have you clear about this food pyramid? Very good. So next we are going to see about deficiency diseases. Deficiency diseases are caused due to lack of nutrients in our food, right? The food items we are eating may not have some nutrients. This led to this type of diseases, deficiency diseases. What? Deficiency diseases. This is caused due to lack of nutrients in our food items. Okay, so what are the deficiency diseases? The deficiency diseases are Kwashiorkor, marasmus, night blindness, rickets, goitre, scurvy. Okay, what are the diseases? Kwashiorkor, marasmus, night blindness, rickets, goitre, scurvy. Okay children, so we can see about these diseases in next class. Okay, so children, what did we saw in this class? We saw about dietary fiber, water, balanced diet and food pyramid. Dietary fiber, these fibers can be obtained from vegetables, fruits and whole grains, right? It cannot provide any nutrients. Okay, it cannot provide any nutrients. It just helps to get rid of undigested waste. What does it helps for? It helps us to get rid of undigested waste. Okay, it is also known as roughage. What does it mean? It also known as roughage. Okay, so next, water. It is essential for our life. It maintains our body weight and temperature. It plays important role in excretion of body waste. Okay, and the sources are all fruits, vegetables, water, milk, tea, etc. Right? Very good. So next we saw about balanced diet. Balanced diet in the sense the food items we are eating must contain the nutrients in correct proportion so that we can stay healthy. Okay, so next, food pyramid. It is a pyramid shaped structure which describes about how we have to consume our food to stay strong and energetic. Okay, next we saw about deficiency diseases. What are deficiency diseases and some of the deficiency diseases listed below. So we can see detailed about these deficiency diseases in upcoming classes, right? Okay children, so for today's homework, just note down the question write down the difference between autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Once again, write down the difference between autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. And the second question, it is recommended that more proteins should be included in children's diet. Why? It means the children should consume food that are rich in proteins. Okay? Why it is necessary? You have to give the reason. Okay? Right. Once again, I am repeating the question. It is recommended that more proteins should be included in children's diet. Why? And the third question is, why should elderly people take a good amount of calcium in their diet? Once again, I am repeating, why should elderly people take a good amount of calcium in their diet? Okay, children, for the next class you have to complete these 3 questions, right? Okay, you can see in next class, children, right? Stay home, stay safe. Okay, bye.